Tamarai Selvi is working as a professor in the Department of Computer Technology, MIT campus of Anna University, Chennai. She has over 30 years of teaching experience. Grid computing, cloud computing, and e-learning are her areas of interest. She has successfully completed 12 research projects funded by Government of India and Tamil Nadu state government. She has established Center for Advanced Computing Research and Education and acquired 1 patent and has filed for 3 more patents in her research area. She has presented over 110 papers in international conferences and published 45 papers in international journals. She has authored 5 books. The latest book is titled Mastering Cloud Computing, published by Morgan Goffman Publishers 2013.
Welcome to UGC lecture series on computer science, and we are discussing about the topic on cloud computing. Today we are going to discuss about the need for cloud and the recent trends in IT field. Actually, when you consider the different trends in today's IT context, there are lot of concepts which are required, and most of the concepts are supported by cloud computing. That is the reason today we are going to discuss about the different applications for which cloud is one of the important concepts being used. So, let us discuss about the various predictions for the year 2013 as well as the future trends beyond 2013 also, what will be the trends we will be using. Then we are going to discuss in detail about big data, then internet of things, in memory computing, and bring your own devices, followed by conclusion. So, these are the various topics we are going to discuss today, and if you want to watch the different technologies which are from 2013 to 2030 up to 2030, we can see different technologies that are playing major role in IT trends. First, let us take cognitive computing. What is cognitive computing? Everybody is aware of our cognitive skill, or this is based on our intelligence or based on our brain power. So, cognitive computing means we are trying to introduce the cognitive power or intelligence into the computer. Even though we are talking about artificial intelligence as well as artificial neural network, still we have to go a long way for introducing intelligence into computer. There are so many applications which requires the intelligence to be applied in the particular context. So, the future trend is introducing intelligence into the computer. Say for example, if you consider the various research areas, mostly we are trying to introduce intelligence into the computer, and at the same time I can say human beings are becoming machines and machines are becoming the human beings. Like that only we are doing the research, but we have to take it in the positive sense, because we are trying to introduce the technology for the efficient way of dealing things as well as doing certain things in an effective manner. So, cognitive computing is going to bring a major breakthrough in the industries as well as in so many applications. Next one is space technology and communication technology. Today we can say this is the world of communication technology. We call it as ICT, information communication technology. These two are playing major role in different aspects of our industrial applications. Space communication, when you consider, we are talking about going to moon or to some other planets, and for that reason computers and communication technologies are helping a lot. So, that is also another recent trend. Then we are talking about nanotechnology. When you consider nanotechnology, it is talking in terms of nano size. you are making the size smaller and smaller. Say for example, if you take nanomaterials, it is possible to change the properties of the actual materials, so that the original properties will be totally modified by having different chemical compositions. The main advantages are, instead of going for a costlier material, by having the nano composites, it is possible to get the same material at cheaper cost. So, the research is going on in so many nano materials as well as nano composites, and by using the nano, it is possible to use it for computing, for communication and so many applications. So, nanotechnology is also another popular technology which we are having today. Then we are having the network virtualization. We make use of the computing power as well as the storage units by virtualizing them, so that the actual size will be lesser than the actual size we are going to make use of. Everyone would have been heard about this virtual memory. Even though we are having our conventional personal computers and other laptops are having 2 GB RAM size, that is main memory, we are making use of more than 2 GB by swapping the contents from hard disk to main memory. So, virtual memory was evolved long back. Now, people are trying to make use of the virtualization for other computing resources. A single physical computer can be used for creating another virtual computer, or two virtual computers on one single physical computer. But in case of big end servers, it is possible to create hundreds of virtual machines. The main advantage is the resource is utilized in an efficient way. Instead of running a single job in a single physical computer, by creating two more virtual machines in it, it is possible to run 3 jobs concurrently. One is in the physical machine and other 2 are executed in the virtual machines. So, virtualization is also another hot topic today, and we will be discussing about virtualization in the next class. And when you consider the virtualization of the computing resources, it can also be extended for the network resources or network components. It is possible to create a virtual switch. Instead of the physical switch, you can create the virtual switch, so that we can manage the functionalities of the switches by using computer itself. So, that is the actual research going on in the network virtualization, and for that purpose we are using software defined networks. So, SDN is helpful for creating virtualization in the network area. Then we are having the robo. We are making use of the robo for so many applications. Whenever you are having some disaster management, or if you want to go to a harmful places like a nuclear reactor, or in the fire accidents, the human beings may not be able to enter into it. For such things, we can make use of the robo. So, since it is having so many applications, we are doing lot of research in robo also. Then we are having the cyber security. Until we are having the networking concept, we are trying to link so many computers across the globe. So, when you connect the different computers, automatically there will be so many intruders, there may be so many virus problems, so many malwares, like that we are getting lot of threats by having the network connectivity. So, we are having the cyber security as another hot topic. Until you are using the communication as well as networking, you will be having the problem of security always. So, cyber security is also another hot topic which requires lot of research in it. Then 3D printing. See, we are comfortable with 3-dimensional diagram or 3-dimensional view. Now, we are getting the printing only for 2-dimensional. In the paper, you are having length and breadth, but when you go for 3D printing, you will be having the visual effect. See, compared to the cinemas, you want 3D technology based cinema, because you are getting the another dimension, that is depth dimension also. It is possible to go for 3D printing because it gives you another dimension in case of the depth of knowledge, as well as it is giving the actual view of any object or any other thing which you want to analyze. So, 3D printing is also another upcoming topic. Then we are using the terminology gamification. What is gamification? In simple words, we can explain gamification means making use of the games concept in the business also. What is the purpose of playing a game? See, you will be either winning or you will be losing. So, win or loss, these two are the results of playing a game. We want to either gain, that is in terms of profits, or sometimes we will be losing in case of business also. If you want to win the game, what are the strategies you are following? That similar strategies can also be applicable for business. So, that is known as gamification. Say for example, everybody will be watching one day match, whether the players are playing the game or not, you will be playing the game by watching the TV or watching directly. So, you will be giving so many suggestions. So, if you take this decision, you can easily win. Like that, you will be having lot of ideas. Based on the context, the decision has to be taken. Dynamically, you have to decide whether to take this decision or that decision, and it has to be taken in a very short span of time also. So, when you play the games, you will be applying your mind to dynamically decide the actual possibility of winning the game. Like that, how to make use of this similar dynamic decision making based on the context for getting the profit out of the business. So, that is called as gamification. Then next one is human augmentation. In the reality, we are having so many facilities which will assist the human being. We call it as virtual reality. See, we want to have the real scenario by augmenting some more devices or equipments, so that we will be able to experience the real thing. Say for example, if you consider the Google Glass, the purpose of Google Glass is to guide you to reach from one place to another place. When you wear glass, you are able to view the entire scene in front of your eyes. Like that, Google Glass is also one equipment or a small device which can be used as your spectacle, and it is going to guide you to reach the destination. You are having small cameras, similarly recorders, and so many equipments are available. A small screen is also there. So, by using the Google Glass, you are guided. Like that, the sixth sense of the MIT project, that is also another example of human augmentation. By having the augmentation, you are having augmented reality, that is real thing is achieved by having some augmented devices. So, that is also another famous terminology or buzzword now we are using in the IT trends. Now, when we consider the recent trends or the future trends, we should know what are the various applications which will be ruling the world. So, I have picked up some 10 top trends, and we are going to discuss about those things in the next few slides. So, we have just considered the different recent technologies, and we are going to discuss about the future trends, how the world will be in the year 2030. So, we can have a small break, and after the break we can continue with the world in 2030. Welcome back after the break to the UGC lecture series on computer science, and the specific topic is cloud computing. Now, we are going to discuss about the world in 2030. See, the first thing which I have considered is smart farming. You can see the two diagrams here. At the right hand side, this is the actual sunlight in which the cultivation is happening, and this side is showing you the light effects creating the same environment as we are having in this side. See, it is possible to have the cultivation by artificially creating the similar environment, and you can cultivate whatever plants or whatever trees you want to have it in a particular location. This is called as smart farming. Every time we will be using some buzzword. Today we are using innovation, smartness, intelligent and knowledge. These are all various keywords used in our conventional applications. So, considering the smart farming, we wish to make use of the technology to have the farming operation. You can see this particular book, The Vertical Farm, written by Dr. Dixon. It is available in the internet. You can just open the book and you can read it also. The overall concept in this book is given like this: the best food will be given in skyscrapers. What is the meaning of it? So, you can see the multi-story building here. It is possible to cultivate different agriculture products in different floors. Say you can have one floor meant for doing the farming regarding vegetables, another floor can cultivate paddy, another floor you can have the sugarcane, in another floor you can have the fruits. Like that, it is possible to maintain the environment suitable for that particular plantation, and you can do the agriculture in each floor with different agricultural plantation. This is the main advantage. You may think, is it feasible? Is it economic? Yes, it is economic. Instead of wasting the actual water supply and having so much of place and other things, it is possible to create that particular environment, and you can definitely gain a lot. In many countries, they do not have the conducive environment for their regular plantation. The countries in the northmost area, they are very much cold and they cannot have the proper agriculture in that places. Similarly, if the particular portion of the country is very hot, that is also not suitable for agriculture purpose. That is why this is a next technology, or they can plan for the multiple layers to have the different buildings and different floors, so that each floor can be meant for cultivating different agriculture products. So, this is called as vertical farming, and we are talking about vertical farming. In that, what is the role of cloud? You may ask why we should think of the actual farming, smart farming, and we should know in what way cloud is going to be helpful for the smart farming. First of all, we can have the cloud based monitoring and maintenance. In case of each agriculture product, it may be necessary to maintain the climatic condition, water level and so many other health monitoring by using the wireless sensor networks. You can fix the sensors in the actual agriculture plants, and that will take the inputs from the plants and you will be getting the feedback. Based on that, it can be brought to the computer and you can have the cloud computing at the background. By taking the inputs and all, it is going to analyze what are the reasons for that particular disease or in the health monitoring, and also it will give more water in case there is a shortage of water, or it will drain the water if there is more water. Like that, it is possible to monitor as well as the maintenance of the agricultural plants by using cloud. The WSN means wireless sensor networks, and wireless sensor networks and cloud both will enable so many applications for the cultivation. It is possible to have both vertical farming as well as horizontal farming. See, in India we are having most of the places readily available or suitable for the cultivation. So, in this case you need not go for vertical growth. Here we can have the cultivation in the horizontal land itself. There is no need to construct the multi-story building and all. Whether you are using vertical farming or horizontal farming, cloud can be useful for the monitoring as well as maintenance of the plants. So, cloud is playing a major role in the agriculture application. Next, we are having the other application called smart dressers. We need food for our life. Then the next basic need is our clothes. We can have the smart dresses. What do you mean by smart dress? It is not wearing the stylish dress or anything like that. The dress will be serving the purpose like having the health condition being monitored. Suppose a heart patient is there, you can fix the small sensors and chips which will monitor the heartbeat of the patient. If there is a variation in that heartbeat, immediately it will be analyzed and you can have the cell phone through which the message will be automatically sent to your family doctor. Based on the health condition, the doctor will also send the reply message or he can call the patient to advise him to take the medicine immediately or to go to the nearest hospital to get admitted. So, it is possible to monitor the health condition by getting the actual changes in the condition of the body, and the same can be automatically communicated. Suppose if a person faints, based on the actual signals received from the various sensors fit in the clothes, automatically the instruction or the message will be sent to the doctor. So, like that it is possible to monitor the health condition. Then you can protect from pollution. We are trying to protect ourselves from dust, so that for many persons the dust or allergy or due to the polluted environment, we want to safeguard ourselves from the pollution. So, for that also you can wear the dresses which will totally filter the unwanted particles like dust particles, as well as it is possible to have the dress which will also filter the bacteria. When you are crossing so many places, dirty places, we have to safeguard ourselves from such polluted environment. So, you can just protect yourself from the pollution as well as from the bacteria. Then it is possible to provide comfortable environment. What do you mean by comfortable environment? Many people prefer to wear cotton clothes during the summer. Why? It is comfortable. Like that, if you are having the cold effect during the summer, when you wear the dress, will you be happy? Definitely it is possible. Instead of making the whole room as an air conditioned room, it is possible to give the cold effect to the candidate or to the human being by having the dress giving such effect. Similarly, if it is very hot, you will be having the cold condition. If it is very cold, then you can give the warm effect through the dresses. So, these are all called as smart dresses. It will be giving comfort for the human beings. Then it is possible to provide communication facilities from your dresses. So, based on certain events, immediately that can be captured and it will be sent to other places, to your home or to some other police station. Sometimes if you are caught in some other place, you can pass on the message for the rescue to the police station or to some other places. So, it is possible to provide the communication facilities in the dress itself. So, when you have all such things, then it is called as smart dress. So, in 2030 you will be having so many smart dresses which will be helping the human beings to protect from various dangers. Then the third one is smart home. How to get a smart home. Everybody prefers to have a beautiful home because the shelter is the place where we reside. We are coming out of the home and we will be out of the home for about 8 hours and 10 hours, but to the maximum extent possible we are living in the home. So, we want the home to be a heaven. How to make the home into a heaven? It is possible by having the smart home. You can see the actual pictures of the various facilities that can be included in the smart home. It is possible to have the security and alarm. If some unauthorized person enter into the house, immediately you can have the alarm started. Then you can have the motion detector. Whoever is entering, that movement can also be detected by having the motion detector. Then you can have the door control. You can open the door by checking whether the person is known to you or unknown to you, and based on that you can open it or you can close it. Similarly, you can have the lighting control, then you can have the window control, environmental monitoring. See, you are having the air conditioner or heater inside the room. Based on the room condition, it is possible to set it. When it goes below this, automatically it will be switched on. When it goes above that, it has to be switched on. So, like that you can have the control of the temperature inside the room. Then you can have the remote control for controlling your TV and other electronic gadgets and other equipments in your kitchen. You can monitor, you can have the automatic notification whenever some events happen, immediately the notification will be there. You are getting a post, a courier delivery has been received in your post box, immediately you can get the notifications. Yes, you got a message or post from somebody else. So, you can open the door and you will collect the actual post you have received. Like that, it is possible to fit so many small devices and sensors, and also you can have the surveillance camera, so that the home will be a happiest place to live. This is a beautiful entry in which you can have lot of other things as it is shown. Then it is the living room, where you can keep your various comfortable furnitures and other things, and this is the teenage room. You can see the entire walls are having the display devices. You will be having the TV connected to your room, so that it is possible to communicate to others, as well as you can have various displays available in your room. Then you can have the drawing room, the kitchen. Like that, all the rooms may be equipped or automated or having some sort of monitoring and control for the comfort of the human beings. How to make use of cloud for this smart home? We are having lot of applications such as child monitoring, auto lighting, supporting aged parents, alerts for unauthorized entries, and making the house as greenhouse. Nowadays, people are talking about greenhouse. Greenhouse means you want to avoid the carbon emission and you want to reduce the carbon deposit, and you want to have a clean air, more oxygen you want. Whenever you have the green plants, definitely you will be getting more oxygen and the carbon dioxide will be getting reduced. So, it is helpful to monitor your children, whether they are playing safely, or if you are having a servant maid, that can also be monitored through the surveillance camera. Even though you are in office, it is possible to monitor the children as well as aged parents, and it is possible to switch on the light whenever you enter, whenever you exit it will switch off. Like that, it is possible to have lot of controls and everything is connected to cloud. Then it is very much useful for making your home a smart home. So far, we have discussed about some of the basic needs, such as how to bring the agriculture using cloud, so that it is possible to cultivate so many things. Then we are having the smart dressers, so that it will monitor the health, it will provide comfort, and then you can have the comfortable home by introducing cloud for supporting so many automatic control. So, we have discussed about the basic needs such as agriculture is for food, then second one is dress, and third one is our home. So, to revise the topics, you can just answer the questions. You are very much familiar with the agriculture because we are living in an agriculture country. You can just find out in what ways cloud can be helpful for improving the agriculture products. Similarly, you can just identify some of the technologies which will be helpful for giving comfort to your dresses. What are the various expectations by means of dresses by the society, so that it will make the people much more comfortable. You can find out the various features. Similarly, which will be very much useful to give protection to the house, and also which type of facilities will be helpful for monitoring your children. So, if you just find out the answer for all those questions, and if you just remember in what way cloud can help for solving all these problems, then you will be able to understand the need of cloud today. This is the end of this episode. Thank you.